In an era when swords decided destinies, a man emerged who did not rely on strength, but on the mind. A man who understood that the greatest battles are not won on the battlefield, but in thought, before the banners are even raised. That man was Sun Tzu. He was not merely a military commander. He was a philosopher of war, an architect of victory, a master of human psychology. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." Reflect on those words. He was not speaking only about war, but about life. How many times have you entered a battle without knowing yourself? How many times have you competed, challenged, or decided without understanding your strengths and weaknesses? Sun Tzu did not teach people how to fight. He taught them how to think. He said, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." In today's world, this means intelligence defeats noise, strategy defeats impulse, and patience defeats recklessness. Life is not a series of random conflicts. It is a battlefield that demands planning. Sun Tzu believed that chaos is an opportunity, that apparent weakness can be a mask for strength, that retreat, sometimes, is the shortest path to victory. How many times have you mistaken retreat for defeat? How many times have you mistaken silence for weakness? Sun Tzu saw what others could not. He saw that calmness in the heart of the storm is the secret of leadership. He said, "Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Not because you are afraid, but because surprise is power." In your life, you do not need to announce every step, nor reveal every plan. Sometimes, strength lies in silence. Sun Tzu understood something profound. Before a person defeats his opponent, he must defeat his fear. Fear is the first enemy. Doubt is the second. Impulsiveness is the third. The wise move only when the path is clear. A true leader does not rush, but chooses the right moment. Sun Tzu said, "Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The difference between the strong and the average is not the number of attempts, but the timing of the strike. There is one moment that can change everything. A moment of decision, a moment of courage, a moment of awareness." Sun Tzu did not believe in blind force, but in organized power. He said the victorious army wins first and then goes to war, while the defeated army goes to war first and then seeks to win. Think carefully about this. Do you enter your projects prepared, or do you enter them merely hoping to succeed? Preparation is half the battle. Discipline is the real weapon. Clarity is your shield. Sun Tzu teaches us that the environment can be stronger than the sword, that location, timing, and conditions make the difference. In your life, choose your environment carefully. Choose who surrounds you. Choose your battles. Not every challenge deserves your engagement. Not every provocation deserves your response. Sometimes, the greatest power is walking away. Sun Tzu did not seek war. He sought to avoid it, because he understood that every conflict consumes energy, and a wise leader protects his resources. In this age of speed, we need Sun Tzu's wisdom more than ever. We need to learn that thinking precedes action, that patience precedes victory, that discipline precedes greatness. Do not be just a fighter in your life. Be a strategist. Look at your goals the way he looked at the battlefield. Analyze them, understand them, divide them, then move with confidence. Do not fear competition. Fear entering it without a plan. Sun Tzu said, "In the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity. When you stumble, there's a lesson. When you're rejected, there's direction. When you fail, there's preparation for a stronger phase. True defeat is not falling. It is entering battle without learning. Be calm when others are angry. Be steady when others panic. Be clear when others are lost. A leader is not measured by the loudness of his voice, but by his stability in difficult moments. Your life is your own battlefield. Your dreams are your objectives. Your mind is your weapon. And every day you wake up is a new opportunity to plan better. Never underestimate the power of planning. Never undervalue patience. Never mock the power of knowledge. Know yourself, know your abilities, know your limits, and then expand them. Victory is not an accident. It is the result of clear vision, continuous effort, and unshakable discipline. Be intelligent in your choices, take risks wisely, move with confidence, and in the end, remember this timeless wisdom. The strongest person is not the one who defeats everyone, but the one who knows when to fight, when to wait, and when to withdraw. This is the philosophy of Sun Tzu, not only for war, but for life.